hate puppies.
Good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Buongiorno.
Oh.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and hopefully helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking this weekend. I actually know the answer to that question, and none of us can get it. And it's a heartbreaker. It is a devastating reality for me. I found a beer, and it's about perfect. on my trip.
On your trip?
To France.
No, Italy and Ireland.
Oh.
See, buongiorno is actually Italian.
Oh.
Bonjour.
I had an Ireland. I thought of you in Ireland yesterday while I was riding in my car.
Okay.
Because you claim Irish. You love Ireland. You are Ireland. You are 100% Irish. We've talked about this.
100% minus dozens of
in your
percentages.
heart of hearts. Facts
Yeah.
be damned.
Except for October.
You are Irish. Who was your favorite band in the early 90s?
In the early 90s?
Yeah, like who did you fall in love with that came out in the early 90s? You still follow them. You know all
to
their
me,
songs.
it's Counting Crows.
No, I'm talking about Pearl Jam.
Oh, I mean, of course. But
Right.
I thought you lived in the 90s. Like
No.
I thought you were going Irish.
me too.
One would think because he loves Ireland. You know who my favorite band was at that time?
The Cranberries.
Nope.
You
House
too.
of Pain.
Boston Irish.
More Irish than fucking Eddie Vedder.
We don't know that. Eddie Vedder's adopted. How dare you?
And
How dare you?
everything they rapped and sung about was more Irish.
It's true.
Jump around?
Their whole albums, all their albums.
They look Irish. Everlast, though. That's not an Irish name.
Oh, you think that's his real name?
It's his God-given name.
Yeah. That's his Christian name.
Yeah. Oh, it's Oh Everlast.
Yes.
I didn't know it was Oh Everlast. So this was your big
Yeah.
big thought. You were sitting around and you
I'm
were
thinking
like,
around
ha,
like
I'm
you love
more Irish.
Ireland, but you don't like Irish music.
I do like Irish music. In fact,
You
in
like
the 90s,
Pearl Jam.
Who was
I
your
do like Pearl Jam.
Who was your favorite 90s supermodel?
Kathy Ireland.
You got me. Damn it.
By a
I
long
wouldn't have gotten
shot.
that. I was like,
By a long shot. No, but in the 90s at that
Star of
time,
Necessary Roughness.
I was listening to a lot of Irish music. You ask any of my friends who were very annoyed by me. In fact, in high school, Pearl Jam was not my jam. It was mostly
Didn't
Irish
they come
music
out in like 92, 94, somewhere around there?
91.
I didn't really get turned on to them until later. Like, I mean, I knew of them, but it wasn't until college that, like, a lot of the guys I was around were playing it. They started playing the deep cuts, and I was like,
So
why is
Radford
this so
did
good?
this to you.
It's a Radford thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why all you Radford nerds like Pearl Jam. So it literally was a Radford thing.
In high school, I was actually a Nirvana guy. Like, I like Stone Temple Pilots and Nirvana. That was my go-tos. And then it was in college I discovered Pearl Jam and started like really.
Man, you really liked some music.
You didn't like Stone Temple Pilots?
No.
Who did you like?
Did you
Troy?
not like grunge, Troy?
No, grunge is trash.
Oh, there's the problem. No Alice in Chains.
No. What
Oh.
joy does that bring, any of that music bring anyone?
Sadness brings joy.
No.
Tell me about it.
I was wondering if you were going to jump on the grenade there. And you did. Look at you. Hey, Joy.
I'm learning. So who did you like in high school, Troy?
I liked
Rap.
music, and
Yeah.
I liked throwback old school skating music. Like stuff that got you pumped up, not stuff that made you want to start cutting on yourself.
Just cutting other people.
Better than cutting yourself.
I don't know. As a libertarian, you can do whatever you want to your body. Just don't do it to me. I was a bigger fan of the grunge music. Hurt yourself.
Yeah, I don't. It's just it's not fun music. It's not stuff I wanted to like jam out to.
This is
Didn't
saying a
get me
lot.
hyped.
I didn't realize that you were anti-grunge.
Oh, you never pieced that together?
Not really. No, I always thought
I like rock and roll.
I know, and so I just thought
So,
Pearl
like,
Jam was just.
That's why my Foo Fighters is better than Nirvana take.
Yeah, Nirvana's better than Foo Fighters.
No, incorrect.
We're never going to see eye to eye on
I
this.
mean, Nirvana's not even putting out music anymore.
They have fallen off.
Foo Fighters have had a longer career.
There's no doubt.
More hits.
It's because Dave Grohl left Nirvana.
He did leave. He did
I
leave
mean,
Nirvana.
come on.
That was devastating.
That
to
was.
them.
That really
It
slowed
ruined
him down.
him.
Yeah.
It ruined him. You don't even see Kurt anymore.
No.
Ever since Dave left.
Yeah.
Very
fell
selfish.
Yeah.
I mean, all those bands like Bush and Garbage, I'm like, this is garbage. Like, this is like not good music.
That's like post grunge.
It's all crap.
What do you think about Live?
Live could.
Because that was in between.
Live
that was
could rock,
It was in
dude.
between grunge and rock.
Yeah,
I
they were
hated
good.
Live.
Really?
I heard they put on a great show, but God, that guy's voice is
They put on a
annoying.
great live show.
Right.
I like their recorded stuff.
They had some well written lyrics too.
They were fantastic.
Yeah,
I was a big fan.
I
of them.
liked Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, but that was not. Well, it was grunge adjacent.
Yeah,
Yep. Shoegaze.
but they had like musicality.
Yeah, but sometimes they went a little too REM for me.
Dude, I don't even get me started on REM. They were not. I didn't like anything they did.
I grew to appreciate them later in life, but I'm with you for the most part. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Like if I never hear another REM song, I'm fine.
We think about Talking Heads before REM.
I like some Talking Heads.
Some of that shit will grow on you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to get inside Troy's mind here.
David Byrne had some interesting.
He was a weird cat.
Yeah, he was.
And that was another later in life. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, wait, this weird's cool.
Yeah.
But at first, I was like, that's just weird.
Troy, what were your buddies listening to?
Rap and country.
Yeah, most everyone listened to country, and I was definitely outside of the skating rink. I was a weirdo because nobody knew the 70s and 80s stuff I was listening to, and all the mixtape stuff, sampled stuff. Like it was just when I say rap, like I wasn't even. Yeah, I got into Snoop Dogg and Dre and all that stuff, but like I really like just people you never even heard of.
So Troy, growing up in the rural community, he's a rebel. He's not going to like anything that was on the radio in the 90s.
That's not true. Let him clear his throat.
DJ Cool.
I mean, you love that
Yeah.
shit, though.
Oh, yeah.
If he's a skating ring, dude,
Yeah.
come on. God damn. Like, that was his
I was
shit.
at a bar once and he was there and he
I was shooting
performed
a
it.
duck once.
Really?
Yeah. I heard once he was from Richmond.
I don't know that.
I can't prove or disprove it.
Did you ever get down with Go-Go?
Don't know go-go. Oh, you mean the type of music?
Yeah, like,
I thought
like
you meant
Junkyard.
not really.
Go-Go was good music.
I don't even know what that is.
Anything with the tuck, 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 tuck. Hey! You know, yeah, I'll play you some
Yeah.
Go-Go.
No, please sing.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
You're a minstrel. Let's hear it.
A minstrel, I get
It's
it.
a madrigal.
Adjacent.
It's
Minstrel adjacent.
Right.
It's not. I guess minstrels did go from town to town.
Once a month.
There may be something to that. Oh, that's menstrual. That's different. You're not. You.
Hold on, what are you talking about?
I walked into that. Okay. Well played, boys.
It has to do with your new look I see over here.
What's my new look?
Your brand new concert shirt there, Taylor Swift The Errors Tour. With
Errors.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pictures of her on it. Nice.
His outfit screams, "Ask me about Taylor Swift so I can tell you about my
Yes.
European vacation." Am I wrong?
I don't know what you're talking about. I forgot I was wearing this. I didn't even know. I didn't even know I was wearing a Taylor Swift shirt.
He has a Tour de France hat on.
Tour de France.
It's Tour de France. Even in Italia.
Oh, here we go.
And Tour de France bracelets.
Oh, missed those.
Don't get it twisted. La Tour. Very important stuff. You know, a busy man.
Can you be honest?
I will try.
The answer is no. Well,
I can be honest.
No.
No, we'll do this through the lens of honesty. Ask your question.
no, because it probably is more exciting. I've been to the big bike race here, and I've watched the Tour de France. doesn't look very, like, to me, a Peloton riding by isn't fun.
Sure.
But that being said, being in Italia with the crowds and the whole, that I could see where that could be fun, right?
Yeah. I think that's fairly
I
accurate.
guess it's like a New Orleans, like, Mardi Gras parade, like.
So
But at least that lasts for a while, where the bike riders literally fly by you at 40, and it's like, okay.
All right, so we want to talk about the tour a little bit?
Yeah.
Like a little,
Well, I want to talk about your entire trip, obviously, but just it doesn't sound. The Tour de France doesn't sound fun to me.
So there's a lot of different ways to see the Tour de France,
Yes.
and I think
Television.
they all have television.
Ooh, number one.
maybe. No, like break it down into. You could be at the start. You could be at the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Those are going to be parties because there's so much hubbub at each location that teams will be there, bikes will be there. The finish more so than the start. So the start would just be kind of like it's early.
Finish line is in a bike race. If you're gonna watch, that's number one.
Yeah, because that's where they're going to have the podium at the end.
Yeah.
They're going to give everything out. Like there's going to be vendors. It's going to be going off. So like finish is like a all day party, but you're only going to see one
And
little
it's
bit.
a build up.
It's a build
because you know
all
they're
day.
getting closer. Like
And they're showing it.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
you're watching it. So you can party all day at the finish and watch it and hear the radios and hear the and like that's a cool way to see it. Then you have really 3 different things that you could see: mountain stage, flat stage, or time trial. Time trial's great because wherever you are on that course, 170 people are going by you individually.
yeah,
So it's an all-day thing where it'll take
because they set them off in increments.
yeah,
So-
it's like a minute and a half,
Yeah.
2 minutes.
So
in
every
between each
7
one.
minutes you go,
Woo! Yeah, but you get to see your rider.
It's like a NASCAR race, but imagine instead of every 30
just a new
seconds they
horn-
pass
new
you,
one.
It's once.
It's once
Yeah.
every 7 minutes. Or no, 2.5 minutes.
Then you have the mountain stages. When those dudes are coming up the mountains, they are going slow.
Yeah.
The roads are narrow, and that's where the
Didn't
crowds.
they didn't they have to like rein that in a little bit? Like people knocking people over and shit? Or
They try.
They
but
can't.
I was watching a mountain stage yesterday, and I mean, they were touching the riders. They were putting
Yeah.
this one dude was like realized he wasn't doing very well, and they were going through his hometown, and he was just pedaling along, and he was like. He was just overwhelmed. It was his last tour, and he just slowed down and started high-fiving all the people. He stole a flag off someone, wrapped it around his neck, and then kept going. But he was like, "This is my town. I'm going to slow down here."
Yeah.
And like had fun with it. So he actually contacted the people. But yes, those mountain stages, that's where you see people dressed up like the devil, people dressed up like babies,
Yeah.
people showing their ass, people running alongside of
They
them.
were running along for a couple hundred yards.
Yeah, and those mountains really separate the pelotons. Now you got 173 riders who are broken up into groups of 2s and 3s and 7s and 9s, and they're all coming through slowly and fighting, and you get a lot of action. The problem is you have to go up that mountain. And you have to park somewhere, and you have to get there well in advance of them clearing everything out on the roads. So
So-
you're there for a long time.
so which of the options did you pick?
So I was in a flat stage in a town, which is probably the least exciting way.
Was it near your Airbnb?
Yeah, so we stayed in Alba, Italy. And specifically, we stayed in Alba because after we left Ireland, my wife wanted to go to Milan. And the kids wanted to see Milan. And I was like, okay, I can work with this. And
Here's
then
a weird one-off. My brother, my kid brother, dates a girl. She doesn't speak English. I don't think she's Italian. She speaks Spanish. Her name is Alba.
oh, there you go.
I'd never heard that name, and now you're telling me you're staying in a town called Alba.
Well, Jessica. You've heard Jessica Alba.
Ah, I guess I have.
But that's a surname,
Yeah.
not a first name. But yeah, Alba is basically the town where Ferrero Rocher's from, Kinder Chocolate, Nutella, and they are considered the truffle capital of the world. They get more truffles
Interesting.
there. And they're sitting in the Barbaresca wine region,
Don't know what that means.
puts out some of the finest fucking wines. Nebbiolo grapes do very well there. You get Nebbiolas, Barbarescas. Barbera's, phenomenal wines.
Okay.
So this was a natural spot. My wife went in Milan. I was like, hey, an hour and a half away, I've got Scandals people. An hour and a half away, I was like, I've got a place where the Tour de France is going to go through. The kids get all the chocolate they want. You're in wine country, and I can sit there and see the Tour de France come through.
You're in wine country. Oof.
You're in wine, some of the finest wine. Spoken like a man who's never been to prison. So I was posted up there in the town, but unfortunately the problem with that was it was a flat stage. And a flat stage means no separation
Yeah.
of the peloton and all of the people. Was that my wife?
I think she let the dogs out when she got home.
And they just came in here?
Yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
Troy loves that song.
Yeah. Huh, I don't know what they were doing. So where we were was unfortunately a flat stage, which means that there was really no separation in the peloton. So by the time they got to us, 200 miles later after they started, it was 172 riders in a pack and one rider ahead of them. And so that dude whipped through.
It was like watching 6-year-olds play soccer. It was an amoeba of people.
It was. I saw this one dude come through. I was like, a dude, a breakaway, a breakaway, a breakaway. And then he was gone. And then 15 seconds later, it was like, did that for about 30, 45 seconds. And I was like, whoa. It was like I just blew. It was like your first time having sex. You're like one pump. Oh,
Done.
over. And then you're just standing there in that awkward glow.
I feel like Brendan jerked off around the time of the Tour de France.
Once, you're assuming?
If you watch the footage, stage 3, you will you will see.
You were telling us while
Who's
you were
that
over
guy
there.
beating off in the background?
Yeah.
You were telling us while you were over there that they had some hype trains come through.
Dude, the hype trains are so that's all right. So to your point, the stage I went to was unfortunately probably the most anticlimactic it could be. But
Does everyone love the Tour de France over there?
it's a big deal, dude.
Yeah, but you were in Italy.
But and think about that. So on that day, they went like 250 miles, right? And it's whipping through the countryside. And if you watch the footage, there's people in the countryside watching. Every town it goes in is packed out with people. It's a huge
So everyone
deal.
loves it.
I don't know if everyone loves it, but everyone's behind it.
Troy, they don't even have NFL.
What year is it? Come on. Where do we live? What world is this?
Now you think for an
No,
entire
I believe like soccer. Everybody loves soccer over there because every town has a soccer team and so on and so forth. I can get it. But for something that does,
Everyone has a bicycle over there.
yeah,
Okay.
a lot of people have bicycles here too.
They don't
So-
ride them
A lot
to
of people
work.
play soccer here.
I can say this. When I was in Milan, there's like these districts.
The Disney. You were in the Disney movie?
No, different.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Milano.
The cookie?
Alyssa?
Yes, I was in. I was in Milano, and I'll tell you, it was everything that I've dreamed since I
You
was
could
12.
probably her star's been going down and you've gone up. Y'all probably could cross right now and you could make that happen.
Yeah, no chance you're getting Who's the Boss, Alyssa Milano.
No.
Bro, I will take fucking deathbed Alyssa Milano. I am down, and which is what I got. Long story.
Yeah.
No,
She
so-
wasn't as into it as I was hoping.
No. But she was like, $20 is $20. And I was like, boy, you have fallen. I paid her in euros.
Couldn't bring him back.
No, so when I was in Naviglia, it's this like bar district in Milan, they would like bring out the TVs during the day, and obviously the Euro Cup is a huge deal. So they're putting on.
Oh, yeah, because that's going on at the same time.
Oh yeah, this is all going on. So they would have the Euro Cup. Every
Who's in
day.
the Euro final, by the way?
I know.
I know England is.
Today was England and the Netherlands. Is that right? So
Is that the final today?
or was it Germany? No, I think Germany. I don't know who. I just saw that was happening.
Oh, okay.
But over there, like the TVs would come out and everyone's partying. But every few bars, the Tour de France would be out. And those places would stay full too, and you would see people walking down the street, and they'd be checking out the games, and then you'd see them stop and see who's winning the tour. So no, like it's a big deal, even in Italy, to the point where people were like,
because they don't always go
interested.
through there, right?
No, very
So
rarely.
it probably was a really big deal because it's a very rare experience in Italy.
But by that time, when I'm in Milan, they're back in France. So they're riding along in France, and people are stopping on the
I thought
streets.
you saw them in Italy.
I saw them in Italy. The first 4 stages were in Italy. But
it's not the Tour de Italy.
no, that's the Giro to Italy, Italia.
Well, how'd you see the Tour de France in Italy?
They started in Italy this year. Sometimes they'll start in other places and then cross into France.
Ah.
And so and then this year's the first year that they're not ending in Paris because they're setting up for the Olympics.
They were starting in Ireland?
So they've never started in Ireland that I'm aware of. I saw the Isle of Man once.
Racist.
Which,
Dude, that Isle of Man race is the crazy one where they like are on
Die.
the motorcycles going like 200 miles an hour.
and they die.
Yeah, and they die.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
No.
I mean, it's a ballsy race.
I don't think that's fantastic when they die.
No, I'm saying the race is fantastic. Like, it's all or
That's
nothing.
not what I heard.
Okay.
Why do people go to NASCAR races? It's to watch the
Objection!
crashes.
Hearsay!
Yeah, okay. I actually agree with Dave.
I agree with Dave, but death is different than a crash. Spectacular crashes are awesome, but I don't think anybody wants anybody to die.
Why do videos of people getting their head shut off by fireworks go viral?
Yeah, you tell
People
me.
are morbid.
People love that shit. Yeah, that's
Tell me what the ratings were for the Daytona 500 the year after Dale died. I bet they were way better than the year Dale died. Because after they found out people could die, must see TV.
Maybe.
This is America.
Maybe.
It's blood sport, man.
Yeah, but seeing wreck, I don't think most people want to see death.
I actually agree. They want to see a fiery wreck
Yeah.
and then see a dude get pulled out.
When that dude jumps out and walks it off, you're like, yeah,
Like, that
that's
was
freaking
rad.
crazy.
no. The people want to be like, I was there the day the music died.
There's some truth to
Well,
that, but
that-
I think
that is-
Everyone that went to that Daytona 500 that Dale Earnhardt died, it is brought up at every party they go to,
Well, that's because
Unfortunately.
and they are
that's-
proud of it.
That goes back to the narcissism. That has nothing to do with people say that about Fenway Game 6 or whatever it was, and
Buckner game.
People say that about Woodstock. Like the numbers are like there were 50,000 people there, but if you polled the United States, there would have been 500,000 people there. You know what I'm saying? Like
But I'm just talking about the people that were legitimately there. That's like the crowning achievement of their life. I know what you're saying. People lie and say that they were, but the people that were there, they went on eBay and bought all the Dale Earnhardt collectibles and like, yeah, bro, that was my guy. He died. I watched it.
well, that's just because we're narcissists.
I just think we like a good story.
That too.
You know, you want to be part of whatever.
Yeah. Well, and when you live a boring ass life, you want to be part of something big. Like, just think if you live in some small town in rural part of the country and all you do is follow NASCAR and go to NASCAR races, you probably don't have a lot of cool stories to talk about. That would be a big one. First
Yeah.
off, that was your annual trip to Daytona. So there
I was there the day that Tommy Stewart. I can't get any of them. I'm fucking them all up.
Tony Stewart?
Yeah. Tony Stewart cut off Dale Jr. and won.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. That's
No?
not a good story.
No one remembers that?
Yeah.
Oh, but Jeff Gordon, remember he was like, and then he didn't think he was going, but they won.
Oh, yeah, that one where Jeff Gordon won. I remember
Yeah.
that.
And that was Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin. I saw Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin, and they were like neck and neck. And then Denny Hamlin, he swung out and he won.
Was
I
that
saw, and he turned.
Okay.
He turned left.
I was there the day Dale died.
Yeah.
See how that works?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
So
Good.
Isle of Man is a must see race.
Absolutely. And so is the Tour de France, but I would recommend not a flat stage. But to your point, Troy, that like everyone was getting behind it. The day that the tour was coming through, that was fucking kind of epic.
I'm sure there's a buzz. And
Like I
energy.
got up and like I walked across the square and I went and grabbed
Well,
lunch.
that's a bucket list item for you too,
Oh,
right?
big time.
Yeah.
But so like I sat down in this little square and it's all quiet and then all of a sudden you just hear like tons of little kids screaming, Tour de France, Tour de France. And you must see like 50 kids come by, yellow Tour de France bandanas on. Like, obviously they've been in like
Live Strong bracelets.
no,
No?
no one's really.
So they're
really
pro testicular cancer. That's real cool.
They love testicular cancer over there. No, it's like
Thought we've gotten over that.
you know, all the schools like the camps, I guess, they like decked the kids out and all the stuff, and they brought them out, and so like the whole town's just going nuts. The little town Alba, they were in there for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And they had posters that said Alba Tour de France 2024, and they had done their own artwork, and like every shop had them in there, and like they'd been hyping it up.
Well, it's a business thing. It's a fundraiser too for the town.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
deal. So like everyone was getting excited, and like you could talk to the waiters and the waitresses about it and stuff, and they'd be like, yeah, some of them be like, yeah, I'm not even into cycling, but like I'm so excited it's coming here, and like we've all been talking about it. It's just a buzz. It's just a thing because you're a small town out in the country, and
But didn't the city of Richmond get some like
Yeah, we
economically it was like $30 million increase to the
Oh, yeah, for
tourism.
sure.
crazy. And that's a low rent bike race compared to
Right.
the Tour.
Well, that's not fair.
The Tour is the biggest bike race in the world.
Yeah, that's why you say. That's what I'm saying. It's not fair for you to say that. That's like saying whatever NASCAR race. That's garbage compared to the Daytona. Like that's the one.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
fair. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
that was a huge worldwide race. Like people came from all over the world to race in that race here.
you would see people coming through who do people like to ride the course either like the day before or the day after. It's a big deal for them to do
They're
that.
allowed to.
Yeah, because you can do it the day
That's cool.
before. So you just ride it. You know, you're dealing with cars
Yeah.
at that point. But they ride it, and it's like a big thing. And like you would see those people stopping in town, like taking a break, having a glass of wine, eat some food, and then they were back on their way. And like so there's people, it's an economic
Yeah,
real
I
deal.
was
It's a
working at
powerhouse.
VCU when the UCI, I think it was called,
Yep. World
came
Championship.
through. Like we planned. I had monthly and then weekly meetings for a year and a half to prep for that, and I worked.
and it was 3 days.
No, it was much more than that. It was like 9 or 12 days.
Oh yeah, because they had all the different levels.
And they had the time trials, and then
Yeah.
they had different age groups or whatever.
I went to that.
But I was working like 14-hour days for like a week and a half straight. But I guess it was a big deal, but it definitely wasn't anything like Tour de France.
Right.
I was
But
fired
like
up.
even for the people that there was a buzz, and then when the day came, like you could get downtown and walk around. Like it wasn't like
And you could still do that now, but there were just these streets were cut off.
Yeah.
This is where you couldn't go, and like cars couldn't go through there. But
yeah, but
It
like
was awesome.
the track in Richmond like kind of encompassed the city, which kind of made it hard. Where like Tour de France is just
Yeah, it goes
it's a winding
around.
long shot, like so you're never really
yeah, they're cutting it off 2 hours before the bikes come
Yeah.
through, and they're opening it up like 30 minutes after the
Yeah,
bikes,
yeah.
everything's through. But it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. I did like that caravan. I didn't even know about the caravan. I knew the caravan existed. Like I knew that it was a thing where like the teams would be out front. They would be scoping the track, making sure. They would even send.
Are
would
they
send-
out during the race, but they're just so far ahead?
Yeah,
So they're kind of like clearing the raceway, kind of
making sure everything's on the up and
yeah.
up. They got riders who
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
make the team.
But they're
Who
riding
will
through.
race through the town to be like, all right, this turn was hairier than I expected, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
reporting back. And that stuff's happening all day. So there's all this activity and all this buzz. But when that caravan comes through about an hour and a half to 2 hours before the bikes come through,
And when you say caravan, you just mean like
It's-
a car, like just multiple cars.
it's
just
cars,
people.
tons of cars. All the different sponsors have cars. There's music pumping, people dancing, going
like a
nuts.
convoy.
Yeah, and they're just throwing gear. They got so much gear, and they're throwing it for 200 miles in every town. Every time they see people, so that
That's
you're
where
wearing
it's
their
like
hat.
That's where it's like a New Orleans parade
Yeah.
during
So
Mardi Gras.
what were they tossing out?
I got a tote bag.
Bracelet?
Ooh, very nice. I got a United Energies hat.
Did you get beads or bracelets?
No,
or-
but I did get a team hat. I was pretty excited about
That's
that.
cool.
So I was pretty psyched.
Did you have to like steal it from the kid when he wasn't looking?
Dude, someone went
Did you have
by.
to flash your boobs?
Someone went by and threw a King of the Mountain hat, which is like my favorite jersey, the polka dot jersey, and they threw it out, and it landed between me and a woman, and she was closer, and she got it, and I was going for it. So then the next time someone threw something out, there was this dude next to me, and he was going for it, and I snatched it from him so fast, and stared at him. I was like, "Fuck you, dude."
Were you wearing
Like-
your Taylor Swift shirt?
No, this is actually the first time I put it on. But yeah,
You wore
that
your
was-
other one to the concert.
No, I did not.
No, why not?
I don't have it done on a Taylor Swift shirt. Yeah, it was.
Did you wear a Katy Perry shirt?
I wore a John Mayer shirt, threw it in their face.
Ooh.
It was ballsy as shit.
Kelsey just comes up out of off the stage and beats the piss out of you.
There were so many Kelseys there. The Kansas City Chiefs are the most popular football team outside of America I've ever seen.
Dude, I saw an article today that
Actually,
said they spend
it's not the team. You didn't see a Patrick Mahomes jersey,
You saw so much Chiefs gear just so people
Yeah.
could be in Chiefs gear.
but you saw Chiefs gear or Kelsey. You didn't see,
I saw cheerleaders, Chiefs cheerleaders.
but you didn't see a Mahomes jersey.
I did not, but I saw
Right.
Chiefs. I saw just Chiefs gear without a name.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was all Kelsey if you had a jersey.
Right.
saw an article today that said that Kelsey and Swift spend $100,000 a day,
I could see.
and have spent $27 million since whatever day.
I'd love her too.
How's that even possible?
Yeah.
I guess. I mean,
I wonder if they had the talk that we had on the podcast about taking care of friends and family. And like Kelsey's like, fuck no, we don't give them any. We get an island and they can come
Yeah,
visit
yeah.
us.
That's my boy. Dude, so I got to tell you, I was trying to scope my spot for the tour. So that morning, I went to one end of town and I walked the route so I could like find the spot, you know? And I had decided, okay, here's a stretch. It's only like 5 minutes from my house. So it's easy to get to. It's got some shade. It's just after the roundabout, which would slow them down a little bit. I was hoping, allow me to get a little better view. So I was like, all right, here's my area. And then,
Did you have to put chairs down or something?
no, I was okay. I like scope. But so like, I knew like this 100 yards is where I wanted to be. So like
okay.
I could figure it out, you know? But so I'm coming back out. Like the caravan comes by. I get all my shit. The kids are melting down. They hate me. They don't want anything to do with this. It's hot outside.
This sounds awful for your teenagers. For
Hey,
sure.
they hated it. They
And
hated
your
it.
wife, was she geeked up?
Did they not have cell service?
They had Wi-Fi in the house.
Oh.
So they didn't have it elsewhere. But so like I'm in there.
Did you drag them out there?
Yeah, but I had the app. So like I was like, all right, baby, go get the kids.
Yeah.
Like they're 20 minutes out. Go get the kids. So they only had to sit around
what-
for like 10 minutes.
it wasn't a 2-hour.
No, because they already melted down on me earlier. They were like throwing a shit fit. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go see the caravan by myself. So I went and saw that by myself, collected my gear.
Europe.
Yeah.
Then they come around.
do the worst things, like see
I know.
greatest bike race of all time.
Yeah, it's while they're eating fucking Ferrero Rocher, Nutella, everything.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. What I didn't know is that the merch trucks come in. That was dope.
Oh.
I didn't know that. They come into the town. They must have a dozen merch trucks, and like one will post up here, another will go down here and post up there. and
Trying to
post
be
up
like
there.
Americans. I see you, Italy.
That's where I bought this at. I've got French magazines because I panicked. I went up there and I didn't know what to get, and so I was like, one of them was just called the Big Box. Had an umbrella, had 2 hats, had all this shit, and I was like, Big Box, Big Box.
So those merch trucks were pure Latour. They were not
Latour, not
Okay.
team.
Okay.
Like the ones that came through were the teams throwing all their gear.
Hmm.
But like you could just buy that, and I was like, yeah, €50. Give me 2 hats. Give me all the bracelets. Give me the pamphlets. Give me the giant umbrella that I left in the Airbnb.
Oh.
'Cause I can't fly with it.
Oh, yeah.
But I
You
figure
can't
it's in.
fly with an umbrella?
I'm not going to fly with. It's one of them big. It's like a golf umbrella.
Take it to a post office. Ship it.
I didn't. I just wanted the hats.
You care about your money.
I did
Silly
too.
Dave.
I did too. The hats. I wanted the stupid yellow bucket hat, and I wanted the black hat, and then I wanted the bracelets. And when I ran the math, the big box was the same price, and I got all the other crap. So I was like, just give me all the crap. Why not?
Oh, so like when you say the big box, you meant like they were selling like package deals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the package deal. It actually saved me money over the 3 items I was interested in.
That doesn't sound like you at all. That is ludicrous.
We also have to remember that I couldn't negotiate or have conversations.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what the fuck are you saying in Italian?
Yeah.
The box.
And so I
Yeah.
just said, the big box. They're like, what? It says big box in English.
Yeah.
Like, you should understand that. I'm like, big box. And she goes, black at? And I was like, yeah, in the big box.
Yeah.
She came back with the hat. She was like, 25 euro. I was like, no, the $50 big box with all the hats and all the
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. But when I came back out to get my spot officially after the caravan, I'm all excited. I'm literally standing in the house chugging champagne. Like, all excited. Like, yeah.
Spraying it on your kids. like
I've got
you
my
won.
local wine that I'd already bought the place, and I like had been chilling it. I filled my Yeti jug. Like, so I had 2 bottles of wine with me, and I walked on out, and I'm walking along with my wife, and there's this group that has like banners, and they're like, every time a car goes by, they're like, yeah, and they're like cheering. And I looked at her and I was like, babe, that group's partying. Like, they're down for everything. She's like, what, so you just want to like go mingle with them? I was like, no, but let's go post up next to them. And then,
Yeah.
if it works out, it works
People
out.
that party like that, they're like,
They're hanging.
they're down to like invite you in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you're excited to see a car go by,
Yeah. You're looking for a good time.
Well, that's what I thought. So I said, let's go fucking over there. And it was in my 100-yard stretch that I'd already scoped out. So I go walking towards it, right? And I'm like, hell yeah. We get there, and I noticed there's like a wheelchair and then like another. And I was like, oh, they're cheering at cars because it's a
special.
it's a bunch of speds.
Oh.
Did you check their palms?
They're all simian creases. No, it was literally like the special house had let out, and like they set them up, and they had all like air horns and stuff, and they cheered for every single car that went by. And then on the other side of me was one of those like summer camps with all the kids, and I was like, okay, I'm definitely the only person chugging wine. So I stood between a bunch of retards and a bunch of children.
Did they all try to hug your wife?
They were excited about all kinds of stuff, but the energy I was getting from them was exactly what I needed because no one else in my family was
Retard
feeling my energy. I wanted
Big R.
the big R energy, dude. Renergy, as we call it. I was getting that Tour de France Renergy off these people.
Re-energy.
So I sat there.
The bikes go by and Brendan goes, yay!
Dude, they were so fucking hyped that it was infectious. So I was like, I'm gonna watch the tour with the special needs people and the children. And I just literally posted up right in between them.
Those are
and
your people.
Just got hammered and watched the tour, and it was fantastic because every time a car would come by, they would start screaming and cheering. So then the car would get excited, start honking. There's a lot of energy. And then like when the cops would come by, they'd be like high-fiving all the kids. So I'd be like, yeah, high five. like I was in the mix because I was feeding off of what all the other people were like, oh, we have to be nice because these people are all special.
Because they
and-
were confusing you with them.
Yeah,
Like, hey, buddy, here's a hat.
Yeah, it was like
yay!
yeah, it was perfect, dude. It's like Kaiser Soze. Like I'm limping around, and then all of a sudden, like as soon as it's over, I just walked off.
It's funny you said that. My younger son was volunteering with a special needs camp the past few weeks, and he said this one like adult that was running it thought he was a camper because they would have campers and then they would have buddies, not help but like people to assist,
Of course.
And he thought he would walk up to my son and be like, hey, how are you? And like fist bump him and he'd be like, I'm good.
That's rough, dude.
Your son should have been like, I want ice cream.
Yeah. He's like,
That is the move. That is the move.
all right,
You play
it's
that
deli
shit.
time.
Yeah, sorry, we never got out of the tour.
Yeah, we can get back to it, but I saw this, and I'm glad you told me this what you got because it caught my eye too.
Yes.
But I honestly can't say the words that are on it, so
So that's actually what I liked about it too. It says The indescribable, imbibable.
Imbibable. That's. I wouldn't have gotten there.
Well, I stared at it for a while.
This is the Lagunitas, a little something something, smooth and silky wheat IPA.
The indescribable, imbibable. I'm
52
psyched about a wheat IBA.
52 IBU.
A wheat IPA. I mean.
7.5. It does have something cute written on it. Let's see if I can read it. The special IPA is its own unique breed, and I'm not even trying to say it. The sly touch of wheat places it somewhere between puffy little clouds and the smoothest silk grown. This taste is rich with hops, but finishes dry. It mention causes an involuntary reaction. Something is simply Pavlovian. The taste tells. I think I need glasses.
Yeah.
So the Lagunitas people are very into their dog.
Can you read that?
Not without glasses.
I have to take my glasses off to read that.
Well, and I just
The special
it's
IPA
dark
is its
in
own
here.
unique breed, indescribable, imbibable. Yeah, I can read it. But only with glasses. Without it, I literally see nothing.
Well, it's darker over on this side. But yeah, they do like their dog. Everything's about that stupid dog. What's it say up top? I don't know.
I don't know how you say it. Whoa, what the hell?
I can't read that. That doesn't look like English.
I don't know how you say it.
Jihi Baltoff.
Junu Solsov.
Jani Baltoff. Jani Saltoff.
Jeunesse Solsov.
Je ne sais, huh?
Nobody knows.
Je ne sais, huh? Is that what it's supposed to be instead?
Je ne sais, huh?
Yeah, instead of je ne
Je ne
sais.
sais quoi. It's got a
Yeah.
certain je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
Je ne sais, huh? That's got to be it.
That's cheesy.
I mean,
Whatever. Drink the fucking beer.
don't they do a lot? I mean, that's what a lot of beers do. Cheesy stuff.
Drink the damn beer.
Whoa.
Just put it in your mouth.
It's got a very interesting nose on it. It's wheat. Is that what it said?
It's a wheat IPA, which is a combination you don't see a lot of. And it's one I've been chasing, trying to figure out if it's going to be good. So
Yeah.
I had to go for it. It's got a certain je ne sais, huh?
So you haven't had this before?
Have
No,
you had
this
it,
is
Dave?
different. This is a little something something. There's little something something. This is a little something something.
Oh.
There was the something something ale. This is like in that line.
So I guess I've had a ton of something something, but I thought it was a little something something.
I think there's multiples because I debated on that too. But the fact that it's the wheat, I was like, nah, I would have recognized that it was a wheat.
Brendan has a good memory when it comes to this stuff. So if he says he hasn't had it, I would tend to believe him.
Yeah, I guess according to the internet, there's little something,
Yeah.
a little something something, little something something.
See? It's the
So there's a little something something and
Yeah.
little something something.
Yes.
All right. Now I really hate this beer.
It's like the Voodoo Ranger from New Belgium.
Yeah, but Voodoo Ranger does multiple. It's Voodoo Ranger, but then it has other qualifiers behind it.
Yeah, I think this is like the same concept of there's the Voodoo Ranger line, there's the something something line, but the way they change it is the. It's very difficult to get behind.
That's a little confusing.
I'm with you. But that is
Because Voodoo Ranger will be I can't even think of one. There's a bunch, but it'll be Voodoo Ranger Robot Chicken or something.
technically
That's
Atomic Pumpkins.
yeah,
a Voodoo Ranger.
yeah.
I'll go first.
Bring it home. I
So-
am debating between two scores, so
So I like Lagunitas. I almost wish I had this blind. I also like wheat beers.
me too.
So you add wheat and a solid IPA. And 7.5%, which I know sometimes that causes a decline because it's not sessionable. But when you're overweight, it's perfect. So this beer's a 4 for me.
That's funny. I've been betwixt.
I could have gone down to a 3.5.
I'm between a 3.5 and a 4.
Yeah.
Because I love how the wheat plays when you first drink it. It's got that refreshing wheat flavor, and I love wheat beers. Love them. I'm a Hefeweizen guy. Like in general, I gravitate towards wheat beers. So I love how that wheat beer comes in. I'm like, bam. But then all of a sudden it goes hoppy. And not overly hoppy because the wheat's cutting it. So it's like, oh shit, it's the perfect blend. And it literally is the perfect blend, which is why I want to give it a 4. But there is something at the very end,
A little something.
that hangs in the back of my mouth that's like a little more.
But not very long.
No, but it's there.
For me, it doesn't go away.
It's like a peppery, hoppy bite that just kind of hangs. When you first put it in your mouth,
Wheat.
the flavor is perfection.
Yeah.
And then the initial aftertaste is perfection, but there's something that hangs on a little too long, which is why I'm going to ding it the 0.5 point and take it from the 4 to the 3.5. But I love this beer. I would drink the shit out of this.
Yeah.
So right now it's a deli.
It's not.
It's a 375. Ring the bell.
I can
Ring the bell. We did it,
I
guys.
can look at Troy's
We
face.
found a deli. This is exciting.
4 plus
Everybody
3.5
likes it.
plus 2.
Everybody likes it. We're at a 375. We've done it, guys.
I'm gonna give it to you. It's a 3.5.
Oh,
Wow.
we did. I
Ring
did
the
not
bell.
expect that. Ring that bell.
I'm feeling generous.
Well, what'd you like about it?
The wheat cutting the hop out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I still don't like. There's a little too much funk hanging back there at the end.
I'll drink the shit out of this beer, though. I'm excited to get a deli. I thought there was zero chance. That's why I was.
0?
Yeah, because the way his face was.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant before you brought it in.
No, I thought we got a fighting chance here.
You guys seem to really enjoy yourselves. I wasn't going to rain on your parade. I thought about giving it a 3, but
Look, if you like IPAs, you will not be disappointed. If you hate IPAs, it's still drinkable because of the wheat.
here's the deal. I love wheat beer. I love sour beer. I hate IPA. If you had to pigeonhole that's an IPA.
Oh, yeah.
You're
No,
not,
that wheat refreshing on the front is nice.
but it doesn't cut enough of it's not 50-50.
But it's so it has the characteristics of a juicy IPA, but without being juicy. And that's the wheat. It's weird.
Just got a little something in it.
Little something. A certain je ne sais, huh?
Cutesy.
It was good, man. It was good.
Well, let's get back to your vacation. And instead of talking about the tour the whole time,
Yeah,
I
why did
don't
we
think
just
people
we just
want
Let's
to-
talk
Nobody
about
wants to hear
all the
this.
other money you spent.
Spend it everywhere.
I'm not getting into that because I don't want to
Oh, I
vomit.
Thank you.
love it when Brendan gets into that. It makes me feel so proud of myself.
I don't like making Brendan feel bad about himself.
Oh, I
when
don't
it
want
comes
him to
that
feel
stuff.
bad. I want him to hold it over me. But
Hold on.
silently,
Hold
I can
on.
say, at least I didn't spend that much money.
For the record, we had saved some money prior to this. As soon as we decided we were doing it, and that little bucket of money that we saved up made it all the way to Milan. Like, we didn't have to dip into our own pockets until the final
I love that math.
destination.
I know.
We saved money, so we didn't have to take money out of savings.
That we say. It's a victory for him, so you can't.
Brendan has a look of confusion
Yeah.
on his face.
I'm just so
He
pissed
has
off.
no idea
Yeah,
what we're talking
no,
about.
he doesn't. He's talking Italian, and we're over.
I
here
didn't
talking
put the
English.
money into savings, so I didn't have to take any money out of savings.
That's a big victory in Brendan's.
That's a huge. I'm over here. I'm like
Yeah,
sitting,
yeah.
I'm sitting here fucking nodding my head like, yeah, dude, that's exactly right.
You're girl mathing.
I'm not girl mathing. I actually saved up for something instead of just spending it all and going in debt. That's a huge deal for me. Huge.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm learning. I'm growing, Dave, you twat.
I appreciate the steps that you took.
Yes,
That being said, it's still funny.
Because I didn't use someone else's money. This is how money works.
No, I mean I'm proud of you that you didn't put yourself in massive debt.
Oh, no, I didn't
just
say
but just the
This percentage
just the
of it.
phrasing I didn't put this money into savings, so I'm very excited I did not have to take any money out of savings.
That was your phrasing. I said
I was paraphrasing.
we put money aside
not in savings.
for this trip.
Yeah.
Okay, you know how like people like put their change in a jar and then that's their
Yeah.
Christmas budget? Like that's what I did. And it worked. 3 out of the 4 towns we went to.
How big was that jar?
Big fucking jar. Unfortunately, when we got to Milan, expensive town.
Yeah.
Expensive town. Because you know what I need? Gear.
Did you buy gear?
Fuck yeah.
In Milan, I picture your dong sarong just fitting right in.
You know what gear I wear right now?
What are you getting?
I wear Boxer de Rue.
What the holy hell is that?
It's the fucking ultimate street sport fighting, UFC fighting gear. It's like the affliction of the US.
Is it t-shirts?
Yeah, every damn kid over
Why would
there.
you buy that?
Because every kid in Italia is walking around.
You're not answering my question.
Because I had to have
It's
it.
like going to Disney World when you fucking buy Mickey Mouse ears. You can't help yourself.
No. There's a certain when you go into other countries and you see that there's something that's wildly popular, but only in this country. It's really cool. Instead of buying a shirt that says Italy, you know what I mean, or like I love Milan.
I know, but if you're describing it as the affliction of Italy,
I don't know
I'm
how
not
else-
gonna wear that. Like I don't
Okay.
care where it's from,
The-
or if the kids are wearing it,
should
I'm
listen
not
to
gonna
this
wear
band.
it.
How about like the Jordan or like the Nike?
Yeah, I mean, I could
That's
see
way
that,
better
yeah.
than the affliction.
Well, the reason I say
didn't wear
affliction,
affliction.
right.
the logo
That
is like
band is the creed of Italy.
So you know why I had to have
no.
it.
There's like a boxer on the logo.
So
He's like-
you know how much I love Nickelback. Okay, follow me here.
so Boxer de Rue, I guess, means like street fighter, like someone who fights in the streets.
Yeah, see?
But like a lot of the gear is kind of like over the top. But like the kids, all the teenage kids are wearing Boxer de Rue. I noticed it immediately.
Did you see anyone your age wearing it?
Absolutely, older douchebags.
And
You're not helping your cause.
some retards.
Yeah.
This entire group next to me during the Tour de France was wearing the
Hey,
shit
where do
out
I
of
get
it.
that shirt? Over there.
No. So like I had noticed it when I got to Italy, like guys my age are wearing this stuff. It's a brand that you're seeing a lot of, but it's definitely more youthful, like but there is older people wearing it. Everyone's wearing it.
Is
Yeah.
it just the name on the shirt, or does it have some?
I wish you brought it out here because I'm sure it's awful.
I've worn it to the gym every day this week.
Okay, so
So
it's not something you would wear out.
I'll wear it to UFC fights. I'll wear it to the gym, and I'll probably wear it out occasionally because it's kind of cool. It just on the back it says like the brand for fighters or something, and on the front it just says Boxer de Rue.
Oh,
It's
the brand for fight.
yeah, that's right. That's what's up.
But don't you feel weird? Like I don't know. I'm not a fighter.
It's just like Puma, like the brand for soccer, or like Umbro, like
That's Adidas.
But it
all
literally
of-
says the brand for fighting.
it says something like that on the back. I don't know. I don't look at the back.
Italian or
in this
English?
neighborhood, that's
In English.
that's
okay.
like saying the brand for domestic violence.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a slight on Italians, and you see, you're being racist. You're being racist. You're one of those guys that calls a cut
No,
off
I'm
a
not
wife
talking
beater.
about the brand itself. I'm talking
All
about
right.
the slogan.
I'm just saying, I saw it.
Okay.
And I wanted it.
Okay.
Because everyone had it, and I was like, that's something unique that I've never seen in the States. Sure enough, in Milan, we're walking down the street, and there's a full store. Boxer de Rue. Tracksuits, T-shirts.
To me, it sounds like the Oakley brand.
Kind of. But then
Which
they
I
even
would
had,
not
But then
own
they
and wear.
even had like nice like linen shirts that just have a little Boxer de Rue logo down at the bottom. So like everything from polo shirts to like, but I just got like the basic. I didn't spend a lot of money. I just wanted one of the shirts. I did fuck up another shirt. Apparently my deodorant leaves white marks, and I had to go try it on because I don't know what size I am.
Oh yeah.
And I pulled it on, and I was like, "No, that doesn't fit right." And I looked in the mirror, and I was like, "Oh!" And it's like white streaks all over it. So now I'm in the changing room, like trying to buff it out. I did get it out, and then I bought I like folded it up and hid it back in the stuff. But I was in there for like 10 minutes.
Hit it in my pants.
They even followed me upstairs when I went out. Like one of the the salespeople just went up and just started folding.
Yeah, looking
And I
at
was
you
like,
the whole time.
so I'm the shady fuck.
That
I'm the
checks
one they're
out.
worried about.
So, I don't want to get into your spending habits
Well, I got one more thing.
because I don't
This
want
was
to walk
nice.
out of here sick.
This was nice. I scored a fucking deal on a tailored Italian linen suit.
$3,000.
Pretty excited about that.
I mean, a tailored fucking suit from Italy is fucking pretty dope.
It's dope. So there's this place called Doppelganger. And the last time I was in Italy, I bought a sport coat there. It was like 79 euro. And it
I
is
don't know what that means.
under 100.
Okay.
Literally my absolute favorite jacket I own. Fits perfect. Never had to get it tailored. Apparently, if you get like fat guy clothes over there, it is a svelte, tailored
American.
look for an American.
Right.
It is perfect.
Yeah.
It's like you get their biggest size and put it on. You're like, jackpot. So I knew that Doppelganger's 52s fit me perfectly. There's only one size above 52.
Yeah, I couldn't get a suit there.
Dude, yeah, Italy's tough. I walked
Yeah.
in that first place and they were like, we can't help you. I was
Yeah.
like, let's try, asshole. Like, let's try. But so I remembered that store and they have them all over Italy. So when we got to Milan, I looked it up and sure enough, there's like 5 Doppelgangers, one right by our place. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get that. Oh yeah, double that order.
Beers?
Yeah,
Yes.
a couple beers, please.
Couple beers. So I went and found the Doppelganger closest to my place. And I like went in there. So I wanted my wife to come with me, but like we'd been walking all day and she's like, I'm exhausted. So we had to take an Uber.
Looks like you guys got some alone time while y'all were there.
We did. It was
That's
good.
cool.
It was awesome.
Would
But
you
so
leave,
like,
leave your daughters with some Italian dudes?
yeah, they love them.
Nice.
No, they would like, dude, we walked so much. They were so happy just to sit and have Wi-Fi.
Right.
Because they didn't have cell service. We didn't let them get cell service. We had cell service outside of one day, which is a horrible day.
Which part of your trip, or before Milan, did you go to Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was the first part. That was Dublin.
Gotcha.
But so I go to this place, Doppelganger, because I know it's my shit. But my wife's tired. I had to drive past it in the Uber, drop them off, and then they're all like, "We can't move," and I was like, "I'm going back." And I walked the 15 minutes, and went in there, and I get there, and the dude speaks very little English, but enough to kind of help me out. And I'm like, I'm looking for a.
Was he
linen-
like complimenting you the whole time?
Oh yeah, he's like, "You're fantastic." The few words he knows are all complimentary.
You're like, how much money do I have left in the jar?
Yeah.
So I was like, I want a linen sport coat, something I can wear in the summer. And he was like, cool, we got them right here. And I was like, hell yeah. All right, here's all these dope linen sport coats. And he's like, these 3, I can give you the pants. It'd be like $130. You get a whole suit.
For $130?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like a
I would have
full-
bought 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. We get
Do you wear
this-
suits a lot at work, Dave?
No. I wear them a lot when I have to look like an attorney,
Yeah.
but I work from home
Yeah.
4 out of every 5 days. So
What do you guys spend on a suit?
I've spent over $500 on a suit, and that's like not an expensive suit
Yeah.
by suit standards.
I spent about $800 a suit.
Yeah, it's like so to get. So that's what I'm saying. For $130,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a linen suit in Italy, where linen pants are always frumpy. These are
Yeah.
not. These
Yeah.
are like suit pants. They're dope. The jacket's dope. I was like, hell yeah, I love Doppelganger. So I'm like, all right, I like this one, and he's like, yeah, that's good for like formal because it was like darker, but I didn't want a white one.
Yeah.
I didn't want a black one.
You don't want to look like a southern aristocrat.
Yeah. So I was going to get this dark blue one, even though I liked the light blue.
Dude, you should have also
Sport
gotten a
coat.
white one.
It would have, at that price, like,
Yeah.
And at a party, you could be like, I say here, boy.
That's right.
That'd have been awesome.
I say.
so, I'd rather not. But this sweet tea is so sweet. But, so I got this suit, and then he's like, you want me to fit it?
I do declare.
And I was like, you know what? Let's fit it. So I had the pants fitted.
Camptown ladies, sing the song.
So now I got this blue Italian linen suit fully fitted. It is immaculate. And I'm so excited.
You should have worn
I'm like-
that today.
I'm like, thank you so much. Got a linen shirt, got some shorts. I got out of there for like $200. I had a linen white shirt, suit, and some shorts. Left, went home. I was like, baby, I crushed it. I did so well. She's like, all right, good for you. So the next day, I'm like, hey, let's go by there. Let's pick up the suit. So I had it fitted. So we walk in there. We go over to pick up the suit, and he's like, here it is. And I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, baby, look at that. And she's like, where are you going to wear a purple suit?
Oh, no.
Oh, because you're colorblind.
Oh, no.
I literally bought a fucking linen Italian purple suit.
Well, actually, that kind of works. Like, because linen suits you wear, they're like summer.
But
I can't wear. You know the heartbreaking though for me, a guy who's been through his whole life.
that
buying
shop
purple.
owner had one American extra large purple suit. He's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
And then Brendan walks in.
He was like, I'll discount the shit out of this
Yeah,
suit.
yeah.
He gave me a great deal.
I'd like to see it. Do
It's-
you have a picture of it?
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
I'd like to see how purple it is.
Can you wear it for the next week's episode?
My wife calls it plum.
Yeah, like a deep purple.
Yeah, so I came home,
Dude, you could wear that with the bucket hat you just got.
dude. This suit to me is so beautiful. You all know my favorite blue is purple.
That's right.
I'm telling. When I saw this suit, I was like, how am I going to get that whole suit for $130?
Dude, if you wore that to New Orleans, you would be the man.
You could wear that to something.
I don't know what the hell you wear a purple suit. So when I read
He's
the
definitely wearing it to the
Kentucky
stash
Dirt.
bash.
Kentucky Derby party.
yeah, I think I'd get away
Any
with it.
summer outdoor party.
But I can't wear it for work.
Right.
No.
The whole reason he bought it was for work.
Yeah,
And
I
he can't
wanted to
wear it
be like
work.
when I was in Miami,
can
which
get like
maybe-
The anniversary of Prince's death, he can wear it.
Get like a lime green, like button up. Do
And
a little Joker
paint
thing.
your face white.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. My wife was like, "Oh, it's purple," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was so mad. I was like, "Why didn't you just come with me?" She was like,
Didn't
right.
off.
Right.
"Yeah." She was like, "My feet were hurting," and like in her defense, that's a real thing. Like I'm not, but I was like, she was
No,
like,
this is 100% your fault. Like you have bought
She was like,
enough
"You could have
blue.
just sent me a picture." Just sent me a
You
picture.
bought it. You've been tricked by your favorite blue enough. Like that's
Many
on
a
you.
time.
You should have known better.
Technically, the color she says it's plum, but on the label on the website now, when I go and look at it, it's burgundy.
I'd rather have a plum than burgundy.
Yeah, it's got more red. You know, so like I can slap my bitch around.
What?
It's a pimp suit.
Oh, okay.
I have a nice,
Yes. That's why I said the bucket hat. Golden.
linen pimp suit now from Italy that I had fitted.
Too bad you couldn't wear that at the Tour de France and turn some of those retards out.
Oh, you're gonna have to pay extra, sir. I'm pretty sure she's a virgin. Hey, Dave, you're a bad man. I like the joke though.
She's definitely gonna hawk two on it.
Yeah. With or without intent.
This one slobbers.
It's not nice.
I'm sorry. I did not snort.
That was so.
Objection! Hearsay!
That was way over line. Holy shit.
My job here is done.
Oh my god. That was phenomenal.
Oh no!
All right.
Someone peed in my pants!
Let's stop talking about the amount of money you spent.
I actually got a good deal on that purple suit.
What was your favorite part of the trip?
My brain went immediately to Old Head, Ireland.
Okay.
Old Head. It's a spot I had no intention of going to. We were in
Just one of those things you ran across.
Oh, did you visit your lorddom?
No.
Your kingdom.
No, Cork is a big place. It's a very big place, and to find that square inch was
Here's
Proved
what I'm
too
imagining. Brennan walks into a bar. He's like, "I'm a lord. Could someone point me in the direction of my square?" And everyone's like, "That shit doesn't exist, kid."
Oh, it exists.
Oh, it exists. Don't fuck with that. You get an acre, you divide it up by inches, you can sell a lot of those. You make a lot of money.
Yeah. I think it was like a foot or something with something weird.
I bet you show up there 30 years from now, and on that acre there's a house. And it's not owned by anyone that bought the
Well,
thing.
I'm gonna have to get a cut.
Yeah.
I literally own that.
then we're calling you attorney, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, Old Head is this like crazy. We were sitting in our little town and like I'm looking
Had you
around.
heard of that before?
No, and I'm just looking around at like different things nearby.
You were looking up head in the phone book.
Yeah.
Oh, Old
My
Head.
wife goes, "What are you doing?" I go,
that works.
Old Head." She was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, please let it be a thing."
I hadn't gotten a new head yet, but
Yeah.
I was on my way.
One lemon
Honey, I was
party.
looking at your phone and I see your search history as Old Head. You're like, please be a town. Please be a town.
No, it's just this craggedy peak that sticks out into the Atlantic, the Celtic Sea on one side, the Atlantic on the other side, crashing in, and the rocks, and just mind-blowingly beautiful.
Nice.
And what's crazy is there's a golf course at the very tip that you can't even get into, and it's the Old Head Links.
Nice.
And they play on that crazy, craggy ass point. But you look out and you just see these cliffs and the birds are flying. It's just the most dangerous,
So
treacherous, beautiful
Could you
thing.
forever lose a ball while you're playing?
Sounds like you
Is
could
it-
lose a life.
I mean, that's what I'm envisioning. Like you slice it and you're like, well, that ball's in the ocean.
Yep.
I flew a drone there.
How'd that go? I still
got-
can't believe you packed a fucking drone.
I got the drone back. I mean, that was good. But as soon
Got it
as
back.
so I took the drone to all kinds of places. And it turns out in Ireland, you are not allowed to fly drones over anything that's like historical.
I think that's everywhere.
well, they're pretty serious about it.
Yeah.
Like I was at this fort.
Brendan's an American. He doesn't take anyone,
No.
any
No,
other
I asked.
country.
I went to this fort, and I said, I have a drone in my backpack. May I fly the
I
drone?
went to
here?"
this government facility. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I've got a drone.
He was like, absolutely not. He's like, it's really frowned upon here. He's like, not only is it illegal, he's like, but it's really frowned upon to fly a drone over a place of historical
Fucking
significance.
tacky.
So I
Is
get
there
that.
anything that's illegal that is not frowned upon?
Well, he was trying to imply that it was a little bit like it's not just the law, but like don't be a dick.
Yes, it's tacky.
But so I get to Old Head, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, when we got to the Celtic seaside, I was like, hey, the wind over here is not horrible. I was like, I think I should go get the drone out of the car. When I turned on the drone was like, you are in a restricted fly zone.
Oh, snap.
It was like, you can't fly
And
here.
you're like, how do I bypass this screen?
oh, this is how. Do you accept all responsibility for what may happen from this point forward?
Yes, please.
And I was like, yes. And it was like,
Brendan's like, please put me in an Irish jail. Please put me in an Irish jail.
so there was like a camera up in one of the ruins, like looking down. And like I walked right past it and like fired it up, got it going, flew it out over, looked at all the stuff. Man, it's crazy the views I got.
I'm
and
sure.
Then flew it back. My daughter's thinking I'm crazy because she's
You
like,
are?
She's like,
Was that like 12 minutes?
dude, I flew for like 3 minutes. I was so.
Oh, okay.
I was like, this is guerrilla warfare.
So you were a respectful dick.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm being serious. Like,
A respectful, classless American.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, because what is it? The battery lasts 15 minutes or something?
Oh, I had like 25 minutes of flight
Yeah.
time. I literally flew it, raced down the corridor, went out over the cliff, looped it around, got a couple views, went down, went up, came back, landed, put it away, ran back to the car. I was like, everybody go. Come on. We got to go. The cops are coming.
Wrapped it in a purple suit.
Exactly right. Yeah, but just seeing that and just seeing how the kids like reacted to it, just being like, whoa. I did like seeing my daughter in an Irish bar. Like when she heard the Irish music and like everything started happening, all of a sudden she was like, you could see her start bebopping, my oldest one. And she was like, oh, I think I get it now. Like I get
Oh,
it.
no.
My wife started clapping, then she started clapping. My youngest daughter's like, what the fuck is going on? But like I can see that my oldest daughter has the bug. It jumped in. She was like ready. I gave my other daughter, I was like, just have a sip of Guinness.
Here's a
She
question.
had a sip. She goes, that's disgusting. Handed it back. Tried to hand it to my oldest daughter. She's like, no, Dad, I'm not drinking. I was like, all right, you're pretty cool.
Does any store sell a Kiss Me I'm Irish shirt in Ireland?
Fuck no.
Okay.
And it turns
I
out
figured that was the case.
none of the bars sell hats, shirts, none of that kind of bullshit.
Oh, with their like logo on it?
Yeah, none of them.
You
They're like,
you just have to wear the Chenet hat.
They're not capitalists.
they're just not into that bullshit.
Having pride in your local bar?
What was the best beer you had over there?
Well, I mean, Guinness.
Oh, not Murphy's?
You had Murphy's on tap, right?
So legitimately in Cork, no joke. It's all Murphy stuff on everything. Like they are pushing.
You went to the Guinness factory, right?
I did.
You didn't get your picture put on the head of it?
No, that's cheesy. I'm not a tourist. I'm a traveler.
No, you should have done that.
I
That's
fly
cool as
drones
fuck.
in restricted areas.
My buddy, my
I'm not
buddy
going to
said,
take my picture in a brewery.
my buddy did that shit, and it looked cool as hell.
It does look cool. I saw that, but like that was the same day as the Taylor Swift concert. Spending exorbitant amounts of time in the Guinness Brewery was not on the kids' agenda.
Yeah.
Were they nice to you all day before the Taylor Swift show?
They were nice until the day after the Taylor Swift show.
Right, because they melted down the day after the Taylor
It was
Swift show.
over. They were ready to go home.
Oh, really?
They had peaked.
Yeah.
We were like, get on a plane.
I think
we're flying to Frankfurt, and then we got to switch planes, and then we're flying to Milan. Then we have to get in a rental car, and then we're going to drive through the night to a place.
Do you
and you're
think they
not gonna
enjoyed
eat.
any of that?
They
No.
didn't. They didn't have
I mean-
cell service.
Yeah, it was a mess.
I mean, did they enjoy touring Europe? I'm assuming no.
yeah, they did. No, they had a blast.
Did they interact with the special needs kids?
They did not. They did not.
Well,
They barely interacted with each other.
any epic fights?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I figured that was
The
gonna
special
happen.
kids?
Oh no, the best. There was one legit blowout when we were like, we had driven from Alba to Ireland. Apparently, Verizon and every other U.S. phone service goes through one company to make sure that their connection works in Europe. There's a monopoly that owns the international data. Well, the day before we left Kinsale, Ireland to go to Dublin, Ireland, there was an outage from that company. So any American who was in anywhere in Europe lost their cell service at 6 o'clock the day before we left for Taylor Swift. And like my wife and I are sitting at this little bar just down the street,
What are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
and we were like, "Oh shit, we don't have cell service. Like, what the hell is this?" But we don't know why.
Oh.
So then the next morning we have to get up and we have to drive all the way to Dublin, but we don't have any kind of like service. So like we have to use the Wi-Fi at the house to make sure we get the map just to get it to work. So now we're good. So then we go in and we have to drop off a car. We have to get to Dublin. We have to get all the Taylor Swift merch from the VIP package, which you pick up the day before at a special place.
Yeah, what was that VIP thing about? Because your seats weren't like crazy close or anything.
No, they're just like in the club level.
Okay.
No,
But you
there's
got a bunch of quote unquote freebies with it.
Yeah, and the lines are
Yeah.
non-existent for your beer.
So
for
it's
your
like being
bathrooms.
club level
It's just club
at a
level.
football game.
It's just club level.
So that is nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. You're just not front row.
Yeah.
How much was a beer at the Taylor Swift concert?
€8. So
That's
like
not bad.
$9.25.
Yeah.
Not horrible. But you're getting like Guinness. Hell yeah.
You're not getting Bud Light.
Yeah, you're getting a pint of Guinness. I'm like, this is fantastic. It was good. Food was shit. They ran out of food quick. They never ran out of beer.
Yeah.
I got plowed at the Taylor Swift show. Oh boy. Not as plowed as my wife.
Did you drink also?
How'd y'all get there? Did you Uber there?
No, I got us a place that was walking
Oh,
distance to the
nice.
stadium. So we could walk in, walk out. I didn't want to deal with any of that bullshit. But yeah, there was one epic fight the day before because we hadn't had internet. We don't know what's going on
Yeah.
the whole day when we're trying to get to this next location. And then we get there and like the kids we can't find out how to get to the place. The directions aren't right. And then we had a bunch of like food in the car, and one of my daughters spilled all the food, and she's like panicked. She's like, I'm covered in gravy, like all this stuff.
That sounds
you know?
awesome.
And my wife's like, just get out
It's
of the
erotic
car.
for Dave.
And she's like, I can't get out of the car. My wife's like, get out of the car. She's like, I can't get out of the car. And I was like, if you don't get out of the car soon, everyone's going to melt down.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't. And my wife melted down. And I was like,
Yeah.
there it is. And everybody's screaming. It was horrible, dude. We all had to jump out. And like now everyone's like throwing stuff out.
Trying to clean up.
It was the moment of just full.
Were you like, I should have gone to Pittsburgh?
No, at no point. But there was moments like that. That was the one that truly came to a head, and actually has been laughed about since. But that was a fucking awkward moment.
Yeah.
Words were said. yelled.
Yeah.
So where did your daughter get a dish with gravy?
Oh, we had stopped at a gas station on the road, like into Dublin, because we knew we needed food, and they just happened to have fries, like curry fries. You know, everything over
Yeah.
there is, you know, the Brits steal culture.
Yeah.
So curry fries are a big deal.
Yeah. You're like, what's British food? It's fries with Indian shit on it. What?
Yeah, my daughters were like mind blown
Yeah.
when we're like sitting at a pub and I'm like ordering Indian food. And they're like, what the hell is this? And I was like, oh, let me explain how the Brits are pieces of
Lord.
shit. And they've just stolen culture because they don't have food.
Yeah.
So they just steal culture from all over. I was like, but so now anywhere that's Britain, and Ireland is kind of like Britain. I was like, all the pubs have curry. And I was like, you can actually get great Indian food anywhere.
Was that discussion before your daughter started bebopping to the Irish music?
That was actually literally the same night when we were in that pub.
But was it before?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, it was. I don't see what your aha moment was right there.
She picked up what you were putting down.
So she hates the Brits too?
Whatever you are, she is. She listened to you.
She's cool. They were both pretty cool. I think I'm closer to both of them. I noticed I started saying stuff. Like I started using some of the-
Sigma.
No. Actually, we made
What's
fun
the
of
Sigma?
We made fun of that one a lot. My younger one, who was always saying that weird shit.
Skibbity-doo.
She and I had a whole conversation trying to like figure out what things mean. And I'd be like, all right, so if I say something's fly, and she'd be like, I don't know. And then she'd be like, all right, skibbity. And I'd be like, like,
So y'all were like doing like guess the slang from my youth.
yeah. And I'd be like, have you gone with anybody? She's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck does that mean? I was like, you know, dating. She's like, what? Yeah, going together.
And then she says, what's dating?
Yeah. Yeah. You mean soaking?
Yeah.
No, dear. We're going to have to.
We're exclusively soaking. Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, at least you're not actually having sex.
Yeah.
All right. Are we going to double this?
Yeah, we are. So
Wait. Before we wrap this up, because
We're going to talk more about it next
well,
week.
I just want to give a slight owl update
On this
Tease
episode.
it.
on this episode. No, I don't want to wait 2 weeks
That's fine. Go for it.
because this is kind of funny. So when Elle was on here, I think she was at like 3.5 million, which is considered viral.
Yeah.
And then the episode dropped, and it was
We recorded that episode like 2 weeks before it
Right.
dropped.
so that episode just came out this past Sunday.
Yeah.
And when it came out, I checked her TikTok, and it was like 7.6 million.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's see what the podcast does. And yesterday she was still at 7.6 million. But
Yeah.
today she's at 7.7 million.
So we got her 100,000.
Yeah,
There
totally.
we go. We did it.
Well, she did a lot for us by promoting us.
Oh, she won't promote.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
She won't.
But I told you why, and we should share it with the listeners.
Because of the
It's
sim.
It's a stupid reason.
She does not want that dude's feelings hurt.
Fuck that dude.
And if she puts on her Instagram, I was on a podcast, blah, 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 that dude's
How
gonna
was that
listen.
dude know?
Because that dude
Because he'll listen. He's a simp.
is looking at her Instagram and TikTok.
So he needs to know. He needs to know. She's doing a disservice to that dude. By the way, she's leading that dude around.
Oh, totally.
So that's not fair to that dude.
Well, she did tell that guy, like, I think you should date other people.
I think he should listen to Inside the Pallet House because we're the only ones who have his back.
Exactly.
In fact,
That's 2 out of 3.
let's find dude.
You don't have that dude's back? Is that what you're saying?
No. Would you?
You've
No.
been that guy. We've all been
Troy,
that guy.
we can easily find this guy. He's the dude who comments on literally
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
This would be very easy.
It would be.
And then we could just share it
With him directly.
and be like, she was on this episode. And then, cat's out of the bag, then she can share it.
Yeah.
Because then she'll love us
I like the way you think.
for getting rid of dude.
She will.
We're geniuses.
Joy did say, I was a little upset that you didn't invite her back for the update. I'm like, I didn't know she was interested.
So she could not promote us again? Let's have her back. Let's run it back. No,
Yeah, 'cause
obviously.
she can't promote us then
yeah.
either because then dude will go back and listen to the whole
Exactly.
catalog.
She can obviously come back, but
Did we tell you on the last episode that the place called Joy?
I don't think so.
So the place called Joy, I think about a week after.
Wasn't she doing another update video for the place too?
Well, she does not. She's not trying to get famous. And I'm like,
I don't believe that.
You should. I know. It doesn't make any sense.
No, never mind.
But at the same point, the place called Joy like a week ago and said, did you send this owl in? Yes, we did. Well, we've gotten more donations than we've gotten ever. Like an obvious spike.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
because
huge.
of your daughter.
That's fantastic.
And not only can we take care of the owl for however long it needs, but dozens of other animals.
Yeah.
And they invited us to come down actually yesterday to tour the facility. And I think they were hoping that she'd post a,
Yeah.
hey guys, I'm here.
Did y'all go?
No.
But that's
We're
actually huge
going to
for
go,
them.
but I had a real busy week. And
She should definitely do that.
no, we're definitely going to, but it is 2 hours away. And
Yeah.
she's taking summer classes. She's working. So
I can hear her now. I'm not promoting you guys again, okay?
No, she will. She loves animals.
No, this is actually a great update. I'm excited to hear that they got donations.
Yep. And we got an update today, a text. So that was a week ago.
Oh, it passed on?
And no, yesterday they were like, yesterday we were supposed to go, and my wife was like, we're not going to make it, but we will do something in August. And then they texted back and said that the owl's doing very well, and it was moved to an outdoor.
So it's flapping, it's
whatever.
doing its thing. That's
Yep,
great.
Yep.
Nice.
So pretty cool. So, and they sent a picture, which was really nice.
TikTok saved an owl.
Yeah.
Well,
And
my daughter saved the owl.
at no cost to humanity.
Right. My
Yep.
daughter saved the owl. TikTok made it free.
Okay? Sorry, it just seemed appropriate. I don't know. No, that's a great update, man. I'm glad to hear.
Yeah, she can come back on and talk.
Yeah, I'd love to have her. Love to have her. She's fun, man. She's actually really cool.
I was proud of her of what she did on the radio. She held her own.
She did.
She
really
laughed at
did.
the right jokes.
Yeah, she's not intimidated by it. So many people come in here, the mic gets in front of them, and they
Oh,
just
yeah.
panic. And she did not.
She was.
just,
I would honestly say, of all the guests we've had, she's one of the top 5 for first timers. Like,
oh, as far as just
first
naturally
time, like,
getting it,
First
yeah.
time's hard.
Yeah, for non-media savvy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was very comfortable behind the mic, which is an intimidating thing.
Yeah, because
for a lot of
honestly, the people that jump out of my head as being really good, they have spoken into microphones before.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just pretty good.
Big Rich, Gay Brad, like those guys were like, they're used to.
They were
talking to
great.
microphones. Yeah.
Yeah, but they've had
They're
experience
savvy vets.
in that space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate it. If you need sunglasses, head over to nectarsunglasses.com. Drop ITPH in the coupon code. You'll get 20% off of what was already a good price on a good pair of sunglasses, and you'll look better. Summer's not here forever. Soak it up. Get them glasses. And the market is softening. I don't know if anyone has noticed, but now is actually not the worst time to buy a home. So if you need a mortgage, head over to screendoormortgage.com. Ask for Jimmy. He'll take care of you, assuming you're living in Virginia or Georgia. And if you have any topics for us, send them to insidethepalatehouse@gmail.com. I was gone for 2 weeks and fucking not a one? What the fuck was that?
Bad.
It's starting to seem like the rates and reviews.
Yes.
You told them to donate to the wildlife center.
Yeah, but send in
So
topics.
now you're going to defend them?
Yeah, the wildlife center's like, what is
Tap,
this
tap,
soaking?
tap, 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 tap. Send me a topic.
We need topics.
Actually, we have a laundry list of topics. We haven't gotten to any of them. Let's do another episode,
We
boys.
still need more. See you next week.
We'll see you next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good episode, don't you think?
Boom. Dave, you have something to say?
Oh no! Someone peed in my pants!
Ah, that's accurate.
Accurate.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Stabbed a man with a trident.
for $20, I'll shake it off.